Yo, what's up? All right, back to work on the Vue and Kotlin web app. So let's do some catch up. Creating a web application using Kotlin and Vue. Why am I doing this? Because I want to learn new stuff about Kotlin and Vue and other testing frameworks maybe. I also want to prove to myself that I can incrementally architect from a monolith to hexagonal. So right now we're just doing monolith, and more specifically, our architecture just looks like active record. The only thing that I have is let me put it in presentation mode for you. Are controllers. So let's see those. This is a test package. So we've got a controller. This controller is a Spring Boot REST controller. It will publish competition objects. These competition objects both get deserialized using checksum and persisted using Hibernate. So these are the one and the same. So that's what I have right now, architecture-wise. What else is there to say? Yeah, you can follow along with the decisions I made in the captain's log. Also some quirks you'll be able to find in there as well. And then if you look at the project, I think it's called, no, like it's in the issues thing, you can see what I've done already and where we are today. So today, or we already did last time, is I want to show validation errors when they happen in our backend to the front end. So what we have now is a generic system in place that translates custom exceptions that are thrown into JSON. Let's just get rid of this because otherwise I'm gonna keep on alt tabbing there anyway. Right, so for example, where do we have, so in the exception package, we've got a controller advice that catches exceptions, more specifically domain runtime exceptions. These domain runtime exceptions, for now we've only got two, a validation one and an entity not found. They both get translated to an error. So this is basically the error, and then the status of the exception also gets translated into an actual HTTP status. That's about it, actually. Right. So we've got this in place. It returns our effort error things. And now what we need to do is catch these. Well, let's first commit this small thing. Optimized imports. There we go. Okie dokie. So next up, I think, is to catch these errors in Vue and then show a snack bar whenever that happens. So let me show you the demo maybe. I'll have to think about this. All right. So what do we have? Or what we should have is a Docker file that starts up a database. Ah, okay. I think I'll need to stop current things. All right, and here is the... Oh, it's still... Let's kill this one then. There we go. So that's our Postgres database that's set up. Let's kill this. Then we can start our UI. And then we should also start our application. All right, that's our Spring Boot backend. And here's the Vue app that is still producing some lint errors. Apparently this is unused. So let's just get rid of that. Okay, and then here in create competition, in the actual Vue file, line 97, there is, okay, apparently mandatory braces. Okay, there we go. Still some problems, Jesus. Okay, there is a cast here. So what I should do is this, apparently. And same for the field definition. I use an interface instead of a type. I don't want to. Okay. Let's rerun. I really don't want to. We'll fix that later. Okay, cool. Here we go. So this is where our app is running. We can see some pre-made challenges. Let's increase that. A pre-made competition as well. When you click on it, it has challenges. Then what we can do is create a new challenge, which looks like this. Give it some points, add a description, and then you can submit it. Then to create a competition, you can say this is a new competition starting today. Yeah, why not? And then lasting a week. Add some challenges to that, then submit it. Now I don't clear the selection. I don't clear the selection apparently. Okay. I do clear the name though, that's it. So in our reset, maybe we should also clear the selection, or maybe just navigate to the competition we just created, which is this one. Okay. And now when something goes wrong in the backend, how did we do that? So I don't think anything can go wrong in the backend right now because our UI explicitly doesn't allow you to select an empty date. We could put wrong. No, we can't even do that. We can't even put illegal characters in our competition name because it just gets stripped down. Do you think so? Twitch comp. So here is an error. So if there's already an God damn it. If there's already an existing name, then it doesn't get shown. So if there's already a competition with the exact same name, then the backend fails. So let's go there and see what the error was. Yeah, there we go. Query did not return a unique result, so we don't catch this and then translate it into our custom exception. So that's right here. But it's already too late here. So I don't want to create two challenges. Two competitions with the same name. So let's try and do that. So instead of saving here, which is where I thought stuff would have gone wrong. Yeah, I think we have an issue. Actually, bug. Competition ID is not unique in the database. So if we first solve this one, then we also will be able to provide a domain validation runtime exception to the front end and then check that our Vue.js is actually transforming the result into a message on the screen. So maybe let's do that first before we do this one. So let's do this first. Okay, competition ID is not unique. So it should be. Right. So since that is a scenario that can fail, I think what we should do is first create a scenario test that reproduces that problem. All right. Competition that end up having the ends up an already existing competition. ID should not be created. All right. So there is a way to create a new competition, which takes a competition apparently. So this is actually creating a competition with challenges. I'm not interested in that. All right, so here's the dummy name. So maybe let's give it some things that get translated or extracted or whatever you call it. So for example, if I put the percentage sign in there, it should get escaped. I'm not really sure actually. Well, let's find out. Competition. Okay, let's make this optional maybe. And then map this. There we go. And then we could also just overload it, I guess. Or provide a default. That'll be nicer. Okie dokie. This will provide us with a competition ID. So this is the dummy competition that should exist. And then we're gonna try and create competition with ID that already exists. We'll do this, and then that should cause the same. The dates don't really matter, so maybe let's just create that in 2019. There we go. Then with ID that already exists. So this test should return a 500 somewhere. I'm not sure if we do assertions here. We do actually. Okay. So I can't actually use this method, and we'll just inline it here on the spot, and then let's not care about challenge. This also shouldn't be there, and then this should be bad request maybe. Yeah, let's do that. All right, so I don't think, so it's now gonna, or should fail on this part. Now that I look at this code, it should really just stay in the competition controller. So let's move it afterwards to there. There we go. So it did get created, which is not what we wanted. Ooh. Yeah, no, let's do this. Move it to the competition controller test. There we go. Now these we're also gonna have to change at some point. And then creating a competition for the second time should also look like this. Except here we do expect it to be created. Yeah, so we can't actually do this because our repositories are mocked here. So maybe we should leave it in the scenario test then. Okay. Okie dokie. So it's not failing, so let's make it fail. To do that, we should probably introduce this. Do throw, and then it's not gonna be... What's that thing called again? Constraint violation exception? Yeah. When competition ID already exists. So here we expect, what do we expect here? I guess I don't really care about how my, or do I? I think it should be is for is bad request maybe. Yeah. So let's do that. Can you further check the JSON maybe? Oh boy, the JSON path grab, here we go again. I think what we could do alternatively.
So you have to choose some field.
Where is that thing? Okay, here we go.
Operate at your best capacity, and which will then serve as an influence.
Oh yeah, we don't get, it should be in the get then somewhere. Content.json, there we go. This is what I wanted to check. And then I expect expected error. This thing doesn't exist just yet, so let's create it here. Which is an effort error. And it should say, sorry, there's already a competition with ID generated competition ID. And then what I want to do, well, yeah, let's create. It doesn't have a shit. Let's create this thing from Snowcase 2018. And that's right. There's already a competition that has a generated competition ID. Try entering a different name. Something like that. Oh, and then this doesn't extend, so I think competition is a REST API exposed thing, and our effort error should also be that. So I can actually call to JSON on that thing. All right. Yeah. Okay, let's see this thing fail. The other thing I could do is just check whether a competition with that ID already exists. So instead of catching the exception, I could just first find it. That should be better implementation. Instead of catching and transforming. You're getting a yeah, we are getting a 500. That's exactly what's going on. Well, actually, sort of exactly what's going on. So I don't want to throw. What I do want to do. Competition ID that already exists. That's what this is. Then, oh, I also was using the wrong mock apparently. So I want to when competition repository find by this identifier, indeed competition already exists, then return some competition. Something like this, maybe. Let's do without end date then. Okie dokie, then it should still fail. For the right reason. Yep. Cool, now let's go to our controller and then let's first check if it already exists. This, just like that. So if this thing exists, and I think it returns a competition or not. So if it does exist, we should throw. Oh no, I'm catching general exceptions here. Ah yeah, because something went horribly wrong. So that thing is gonna change. Now my uh, hmm. So that is some kind of exception. It's domain validation runtime, which I don't want to catch anymore. So let's extract this out of the try catch. Then if this thing exists, then we will throw a new domain. Actually, competition already exists. Domain exception or something. And our message will be, or it's gonna require this competition ID. That's what I wanted this thing to look like. I'm gonna create it. I want it in a separate file, and I actually want it in exceptions package. There we go. Indeed, it takes a competition ID, and then it should extend the domain runtime exception, which takes in a message, and its message should be this thing. Actually, it's more specific than that, right? This is a competition already exists during creation, so still giving a problem. Oh, it should have a status. Oi. Okay. So this is the message, and the status should be well a 400, right? I actually don't know if 403 is. I don't think 403 is bad request. I think it should be 400. Oops. Okay. $400. There we go. So when we get to reuse this, we'll fix it at that point. Okay. And then go back to our controller, see if stuff is gonna work, which I think it should. Yeah. It shouldn't fail the other tests, I don't think. And if it does, there's something wrong. Let's rerun the test then. Ooh, null pointer exception. In Kotlin. Right. I haven't set up my creator to return a competition to be created. This is my create competition thing. That's the competition it eventually should create. And then this is the configuration so that my mock returns a competition. Yeah. And then this could probably be written like this, competition to create competition ID. Okay, let's see if this works. It sure does. It even checks the message. Let's do a check on that actually. So this is the fun part of using mock MVC, is that it also tests the exception transformation. Did my shortcuts? Oh, okay, there we go. Computer is a little bit slow, apparently. Ba-bam. This is still an issue. Yeah, let's return the ID. So it's a good thing that I actually checked that. Now let's rerun it again. There we go. Now let's fix the implementation. Rerun the test. Bam. Then let's also check if our scenario test now is automatically fixed as well. Yeah, it is. Nice. Let's create. Oof, this is actually a big commit. Oh, this was linting stuff, so let's first commit that maybe. Fixed some lint errors. Yeah. And then what did we do? We checked on creating, or when creating a new competition, we checked if there's already a competition with the given ID. And we threw an exception if there was. We added a custom domain exception for that purpose. Ooh, and this thing, this is a refactoring, because bad request should be 400 and not 403. Same here. What do we do here? Ooh, had it implement REST API exposed so we could check. The content in a test. So that belongs to this test thing actually. So that was the controller unit test. Here's a scenario test, which we also modified the create new competition function to not necessarily require a selected challenge to be created. Okay, so let's go back and then check. So I think, was it this one? Yeah. So let's not select all of these things except this one and then the handler. And I think that's about it. So this commit should be actually 403 is to 400 because 400 is bad request, not 403. Okay. And then creating a competition with an already existing competition ID should fails. There we go, that's that. Let's push this. And then we can rerun our application again. And then verify that our UI now gets the correct error response when we try to actually create a competition with the already existing ID. Oh, damn it. I should have mentioned fixes number 19. The other thing that I didn't do here is add a constraint in the database itself. But let's not care about that for now. All right, cool. So there is a Snowcase 2018 competition already. So if I were to create a new 2018 Snowcase competition in 29, then it does fail with a 400. There we go. Cool. Now we can use this scenario to check that we are correctly translating those error JSONs into our view and showing. Should I add a constraint now or not? Because if I do that, then I can finish that bug actually. Let's do the UI first, and then let's keep track of this thing. So what we already did here is we creating a competition with an already existing competition ID should return a 400. Nice error message. We did that already. Then what we didn't do yet is add unique constraint in the database. Okie dokie. Cool. Let's try and fix our UI right now. So in, where is that thing? The create competition view, maybe? Ah, okay. Right, so here's all of the stuff that should happen whenever something is successful. And on rejected. So this is, I think, the success. And then here is the on error then. Which I think is also... there we don't have the response anymore, we just have a reason. What is reason? Let's find out, I guess. Okay. Calls to console.log are not allowed. That's nice, but do they work? So snow case 2018. Submit. Wait, let's clear this. Let's also add. Oh yeah, it's not in there. I guess. Failed with status 400, but you're unable to. That sucks. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. Let's preserve log and then submit again. Yeah, submit again. It's still it's even trying to do the add challenges. So we do get a nice message here. When does Axios actually do the... Yeah, no, this definitely gets called, right? But I don't know why. To the Axios documentation. Axios docs, I guess. Whoops. We could do catch, but then... What's in there? And I guess we could do here on rejected, and it still has a reason. Fucking hell. I'm gonna guess this is gonna produce the same result. It doesn't. It actually now, since I added the catch. Yeah, but the reason is the exact same thing. So now since I wrote the catch, it doesn't try to do the rest of the thens anymore. So there's that. And it's an any, but then we know that the reason... Oh, hang on, let's try that again. Error. Request failed with status code 400. Yeah, please. Maybe we need to be able to register status handlers or something. Mm-hmm. So this is a request config. Allows to changes to the before the send. I don't want that. Transform response. I do want to do that, I guess. Before this pass to then and catch. Hmm. Ah. Can you configure how the response is rejected, maybe? Oh, so, okay, so the thing does have a response. Okay, nice. So instead of reason, this is error. And then what we can do is error dot response dot data, because that's gonna be our message, and then show snack bar is true. And then maybe what we'll need to do is like maybe, yeah, let's do this. Show error snack bar is true or something. And then this should be a new property. So right now we're just gonna make it work for our competition page. And let's already extract it into something like this. Error snack bar. And then here's the V snack bar. Let's make another one then. Error snack bar. This is the error snack bar timeout. And then the error snack bar message. Make it red, I guess. Close snack bar. Copy this as well. Okay. Ooh, I think I want to make this not close automatically. Oh, and then this should be close error snack bar, which I do think we have. Yep. Okay, cool. Let's see if this works. Oh, this should be this probably. Correct myself up. There. Cool. Let's see this work. Come on! Ya bastard. Let's clear this, huh? Well, let's go. Snowcase 2018, baby. Submit. Ooh. Ooh, we are getting a close. We are also getting this though. In the console. Why is that? Then maybe this should probably be message, since that's the JSON of the effort error. So let's do that again. Submit. Nope. It's still doing that though. Let's check the docs again then, I guess. Maybe the error response doesn't exist or something. Let's check it out. If we can just do this, just console log the response data. Yeah. This. Let's see it work. It's an object. Okay. We did fill the text. Maybe there's something else that I forgot to do then. Error snack bar message. Right. That's what you get for duplicating, I guess. Yay! Okay, now it's illegible. Then let's try and customize our toast a little bit better. Use 0 to keep open indefinitely. Get rid of that. And let's add 0 to this. Yeah. Now it doesn't need to be bound anymore. And then what? I think I do want... I want it to stack vertically. So let's add that. This I don't really know. Multi-line, true. Let's try that. Guess we can get rid of those. Okay, that's already a lot better, isn't it? What does it look like on mobile, actually? Yeah, nice. Oof, this is bad. There's no way to close those things. Is that because of the multi-line or not? Nope. Hmm. And maybe just increase the timeout to this, maybe? I'm not sure. I think right now it's got 3000 for the snack bar timeout. It's not that I'm modifying this, right? So why don't we just get rid of that? Okie dokie. Try and try again we shall. That takes time enough, I think, huh? Cool. So shows message. Or maybe notification. There we go. Commit. So this is just for the create competition. Now I want something generic, I think. I bet you can do that.
Empty your mind. Be formless.
But how?
Shapeless. Like water. Now you put water into a cup. It becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend.
So I think there was something where you can just generally set up. Generally set up the instance. So this thing takes a config and then the config. Here we go. I think.
I said empty your mind. Be formless. Shapeless. Be water, my friend.
Doesn't look like there is. Ooh, or maybe here, defaults.
I said empty your mind. Be formless. Shapeless. Be water, my friend.
Where do we put that in any case? An app? Here is the error snack bar. Let's get rid of that. Put it somewhere over here, maybe. Let's copy this stuff over as well. There we go. I really do wonder, like, why is it that app is giving me a hard time, but all of the other components are not. It's just a component. It has export default class app extends view. Same export default class extends view. And yet here I can do this. It's contained within a script tag. It is here the language isn't set to TS though. Maybe that changes stuff. Yeah, okay. That's also kind of weird. App doesn't have an Axios member. View property decorator. Yeah, I have no idea. Mounted. Defaults. Dang it. Hmm. Let's just look for it, I guess. Axios default. Error handler. No, let's do that. Yeah, this is the thing I want. Mm-hmm. What the hell does this even mean? Update your OS? With interceptors. Let's try this, I guess. Uh, so eventually we want to reject. That is correct. And then let's take our... Hey, wait a minute. I better have it in my... Yeah, okay. Hey. There we go. Maybe this works? I'm not sure. Okay. I did end up fixing this thing just by adding lang sts. Hallelujah. Okay. Let's give it a shot. Let's just give it a shot. Let's try creating a new competition that already exists. Okay, so that does work. And the only thing I need to do now is actually catch. And then don't do anything. I don't like this. I don't want to do anything. Ah, okay, wait, hang on. I'm an idiot. I don't need to do this. I think. Clear this. Try it again. Nope. Ooh. It's still trying to do that. Hmm. Yeah. So if I just add a catch like I had before, then it should not perform the rest, I guess. Yeah. So now the rest of my my functions aren't executed anymore, but I'd really like to not do this. Damn it. Now the other thing I could do is go like this, and then have it wrap this, have this method wrap access.post, and then at the end do catch. I could do that, I guess. I don't know how I feel about that. The other option I have is provide a global error handling for function. Yeah. This is 2018, by the way. Okay, I guess I'll have to live with it. Yeah. Let's just do that and live with it, you know? Okie dokie. Or... yeah, it does it. It's just an interceptor. I think it's so weird that it's still doing that. Maybe. Yeah, no. And then if I do this, with the catch then, I still get the same. Yeah, okay. And let's leave this because I think it's a little bit better that way, right? Although it seems like it's already getting rejected anyway, right? So let's not do that. Okay, cool. We're gonna commit this, aren't we? So moved, showing snack bar on error to app.view. There we go. So actually, I think we fix our issue with that, don't we? I guess not. There's still more to do. All our current backend code throws correct. Ah, yeah, I haven't done that yet. So we did do that. If I commit this and push it. Commit through. And then we push it. Then apparently there's some stuff that we need to fix. Maybe we can let's do this maybe. So my idea was to do this. No op error handler because it's already handled in app. And then I would add it to view. How come this hasn't been being called? I guess you can't inline this, right? Ooh, you can. Okay, that's nice. Okay. Now let's fix this. Let's add a new directory, I guess, called model. And then challenge, put the challenge in there, something. I don't know. Yup. And then I think we can put these both in there. So this should be an interface apparently. There we go. All right, now let's see if this still compiles. Nope. Ah, silly quotes. File should end with a new line. I can do that. Do we have 0 lint errors now? Yay! Okay. Fixed all lint errors. Let's push this. Okay, cool. And then, so make sure all our current backend code throws those correct effort exceptions. Let's see. Go back to the backend now. Yeah, we're still catching those, and we shouldn't do that. So what we should do here is not catch these, and maybe just throw them like, and then provide a catch-all. That's gonna be better. Oh, look at this! I can get rid of the try catch. First, before we do this, let's actually modify our exception handler to actually deal with other exceptions. Handle other exceptions. And then this should be any other exception, I guess. It should also return an entity. Damn, this song always makes me feel a little bit agitated because of strong language. Okay, so this should be a 500, right? And then what we should do is probably log the error if it's not done for us already, and then just give it something went wrong. Oops. Yeah, this should be it. And then let's just add other exceptions. And then the only other thing we should do is probably just log the error. Oh, boy. How do you do that? Making a logger. Let's call it this. And then let's just log. Or not. There is already a logger. Okay. That's cool. I guess we do error, right? Or maybe a warning. Not really sure. So this is the exception, and then ungot, or maybe let's call it unspecified. Unspecified exception occurred. That's nice. Great. So now we should be catching other exceptions and then transforming them into JSON. Oh, hang on. Oh boy. Okay. Looks like someone dropped out. Okay, what did we do? We provided a catch-all, and we didn't map. I'll actually specify effort exceptions. All right. All right. Then, right. This try catch can disappear. And then I think we should get rid of these 500s because they don't happen anymore now. I expect my catch-all advice to do that. Excuse, supertypes of the following classes cannot be resolved. Why are you complaining now about that? That's very strange. Let's just try and run it again and see if it works this time. I hope it's not some order class loading problem. Oh, fuck my life. I did do an so I just put this thing back. Does it compile now? Okay, it doesn't. Okay, that's good. Then the other thing I did before that was to add this logger thing. Jesus. Okay. This is, in any case, what I want to do. Supertypes of the following class cannot be resolved. Please make sure you have the required dependencies in the class path. Unresolved supertypes, JPA repository. So this thing, which we'll find in Spring Data JPA, which we find in this one. And what's it trying to compile though? I think I'm going to do a rebuild project. The other thing I could have done probably is a refresh Gradle or something. But I don't really get why it would fail. Maybe is our CI? Ooh, this is all breaking. Ouchie. And then with which exception? Backend tests failing. Legal state. So that's the rebuild. It's also not compiling or what? Dude, shit's breaking. Clean build. Let's do a refresh maybe. And then run this. Let's get a truffle. Hmm. Wow. Well, stuff is going wrong. Let me restart IntelliJ. Dear Lord. Okay, kill this. Yep. And then let's manually do a rebuild. Let's see what this does. So if anything, I expect my tests to fail just like they're doing on my CI right now. Let's check the history to see how long it's been failing. So it started failing when I creating a competition within this one. And what did I change? Oh yeah, I introduced... Oh, idiot. So ever since I introduced that specific specifically creating a competition that already exists based on the ID. Okay, there we go. Good. It is fail. It is fail, we make work now, да, хорошо. Yo, where's my IntelliJ? Oh, it's over on my other screen. Here it is. Okie dokie. Let's enter presentation mode again. And then we're supposed to be running this test again. Okay, so the test works, strangely enough. Yeah, I guess it already. Oh no, I know why. My exception advice is going off. Oh, nice. Okay, cool. So then let's fix our competition controller test. Now one of these is gonna fail. Or two maybe. Okay. Why is it failing? Competition that ends up having an already existed competition ID should not be created. What? Now my first one is already failing as well. Or that's what it seems like. Yeah. It's kind of weird, huh? There is already a competition that has a generated competition ID with dummy competition. What? Let's call it Thundercats. Okay, let's run it a second time and see if that works as well. Because I've got a sneaking suspicion that it's got something to do with Not cleaning up. Okay, so then it's order of tests. So before we already had this test, which already had a dummy competition. Excuse me, a dummy competition. And then we were creating 3 of those. Okay, anyway, let's commit this as well. So this is fix build or fix scenario test. Test functions are not independent of each other. And then in our challenge controller, we got rid of try catch as being caught in catch all controller advice. And this we can do as well in our competition controller. Competition. Okay. That's it really. Then let's see if those tests still work. And then run a full build before we commit push. Okay. Run all the tests. Have my last truffle. Okay. Same. And then what? Can other stuff go wrong here? That should be it. Let's push that. That fixes a bunch of stuff. So I am happy that just rebooting IntelliJ fixed that nasty class loading error. Although it does worry me a little bit. Okay. Nice. Now what we should do is add that where was that again in resources? Yeah, I've got, here we go. Now we need to add a unique thing to that. And then verify that that actually also works. Do we even have? Well, we do. Okay, nice. Okay. Uniqueness on competition ID. So this is a first comp at Snowcase 2018, and then we make we're gonna try and save this thing again. Competition with same competition ID. And maybe just different year again. And then I think, I'm not really sure when it'll happen, but this start that thrown by is instance of constraint violation, I think. This one, that should be it, I think. Let's try running this and see if it works. It does not. Why does it not? Oh. Ugh. As cause. What? There we go. Yay! Let's try without a flush. Because it would just be noise. You need it, of course. Okay, cool. Added uniqueness on competition ID in database. There we go. Let's push that as well. Cool, and then we can actually tick. Right, this is still running. This we did as well here for competition ID. We did that as well, and then we fixed it. And this one again. Use error messages, name errors. This actually is not an issue anymore. Because we transform those illegal URL characters into spaces. Whew. And then this thing is done actually. Sweet. All right. It's a good time to end the stream actually. Let's close off by doing a demo again. We'll rerun our Docker Compose. And then we'll run our application as well. Ah, yeah. let's just clear the database because I now modified, but I don't care about the schema just yet, right? Let's just do that. Rerun our server so that Flyway gets rerun as well. Cool. This also works. Alrighty. So here's our competition. We can create a competition. We can say Snowcase 2018, select some dates, select some things, try to submit and it should fail. Let's say 2019. Let's submit. Created it. Competitions. There it is. Then we can still create a challenge. Twitch challenge. 9 points or something. Stream for 2 hours. Submit. There we go. I think we gave it 9 points. There we go. And then we can make it Twitch competition. It has the stream competition. We should probably provide a search thing for this because this is a bit ridiculous. Submit. Okay, nice. Let's close off by adding some issues. So we did fix this one and this one. Ooh, we didn't actually close it though. Close issue. Same for this one. Show title and top bar, extract snack bar component to fix duplication. Right. This I don't know. Why is that? To get metrics or something? I don't even remember why. Successfully creating a competition should navigate to created competition. That's a little bit better. Yeah, let's do this. And then what? Wait a minute, so now I can see that I can also assign to Jones. Maybe he tried to sneakily add a commit. I'll check that soon enough. Yeah, this is it. Because staying on the competition creation page makes no sense. Submit new issue. There we go. And then we'll do the same with creating a challenge, I think. Actually, no. With challenges, it does make sense because you typically want to create a new one. Okay. Now let's check the logs for... Okay. Okay. Then I guess he just added himself as an admin or something. He is an admin of the software sandbox community, so maybe that's why. Or he submitted a branch. Nope. Okay. Anyway. Okay, that's nice. All right, cool. Let's end the stream there, and then I can get ready to go snowboarding in a Landgraaf Snow World. Excellent. All right, as usual, thanks for watching. If you did. And I hope to see you tomorrow. So tomorrow I'll be streaming again. And yeah, see you then. Have a good weekend. Bye.